Good evening. Welcome to the press conference for Coco Gauff. Please raise your hand if you would like to ask a question. Coco, tough loss for you. Just give us your thoughts right now.
Yeah, obviously disappointed how the result went today. Dayana started off playing strong, and yeah, I think I just couldn't find my footing out there today.
Matt?
Hey, Coco. Tough luck. How much of this do you chalk up to, grass being not the greatest environment for you, and how much to just, it's been a hell of a few weeks since Paris?
I think a little bit of both. I think, I don't know, I felt like mentally I was a little bit overwhelmed with everything that came afterwards, so I didn't feel like I had that enough time to do, I guess, celebrate and then also like get back into it. But, it's the first time in this experience of like coming off a win and having to play Wimbledon. And I definitely learned a lot of what I would and would not do again. But yeah, I mean, also she played great. I mean, I saw the draw and knew it would be a tough match for me. And I mean, I think obviously I played her on clay and I think that surface that suits me a little bit better, and it was still a tough three-setter. So yeah, I knew today would be tough and I had chances, but yeah, it is what it is.
Coco, you said you learned a little bit about what you might do differently, and obviously you're fresh off the court, but what stands out immediately as to what you would like to have done differently?
Yeah, I think I would say whether I would play Berlin or not again, if that were to happen with French Open, just because I only practiced 2 days. And I don't know, I just feel like the surface I maybe could have used more matches, but it's like finding the puzzle. I don't usually like to play the week before. So yeah, it's a quick turnaround. So I think just trying to learn on if it's better to train more and then play maybe Bad Hamburg or Eastbourne, or yeah, I think it's just when that time comes around again, or if it comes around again, I'll approach it differently. But I mean, I don't think it was all that either. I mean, like I said, Dayana played great. I mean, I felt like I wasn't playing terrible in some points, and she was hitting winners. And yeah, so I think it's a combination of everything. But I definitely think, I feel like this tournament for me is also based off like my first round match and my draw, and having someone who can strike the ball as well as she can is definitely difficult coming in.
Yeah.
Hi, Coco. Sorry about the loss. You were originally supposed to be on centre court, third match of the day. So when did you find out that you were changing to No.1 Court, and did that affect your preparations for the match?
Not necessarily the court change, but obviously I was preparing to play a little bit later, so I found out around like 6:35 that we would be not before 7:30. And at that point I hadn't really eaten yet because I was trying to hold off because I thought we were maybe going after Novak. But I don't think it really affected the match today, to be honest. I've played with quick turnarounds and things like that. But yeah, I think I figured we would be moved at some point, but we don't know. But I definitely don't think the court change, affected the way the match went.
Ben?
It was just, you're talking about this being sort of a matchup issue and surface in her game, maybe being more suited to the surface versus last time you played on clay. Is there something you think you can address minorly to make grass better for you in this sort of matchup, or is this just always going to be a tricky proposition to play a big flat first strike hitter on a quick grass court, indoors especially too? Even?
Yeah, I mean, definitely serving better. I mean, when I can serve well in some games I did, it's definitely an added threat. I think I didn't serve that well, and yeah, I mean, obviously I have to be able to counter that and also be as aggressive too as she is at times. So I think it's just, changing my playing style a little bit, which is difficult because for me, it's like I approach clay and I play this one way for however long clay season is, 6 to 8 weeks, or I don't know. And then I feel like when I go hard, I don't have to change as much, but I still have to adjust it a little bit. And I know in grass I do. And I feel like by the time I find it, it's already time to play, and it's difficult. But I don't know. I have faith that I can make these adjustments. I can do well here. I really do want to do well here. I'm not someone who wants to write myself off grass this early in my career, but I definitely need to make some changes if I want to be successful here.
Reem?
Coco, tough loss. I'm just wondering, I know you're focused on yourself, but there's also been a lot of high seeds on both the men's and women's sides who have lost. I was wondering, were you conscious of that at all, even just today coming off a title? So in a way, there is no formula to success, whether you play a tournament the week before or not.
Yeah.
Do you see any through line or anything? Is the heat making grass play differently? It's a bit jarring from the outside, but it could be that it's unrelated. So I'm just wondering for you.
I mean, I feel like historically Wimbledon always has like so many upsets first rounds here, to be honest. I think it's always a topic. And I mean, I think I would say the quick turnaround. I think most of the seeds are going deeper in Roland Garros, and then you spend like a long clay season, and then you have to come and try to adjust to grass. And you know, like you said, some people play the week before, but it's like you come here and I think Jess won on Saturday, and having to play. I mean, she's lucky that she was on this side of the draw to play on Tuesday, but it's not the easy quick turnaround. And then if you're going deep in Roland Garros, you're debating on, do I rush and play that week, or do I take time and play the week before? It's a tricky thing, and it seems like Carlos and Novak are the ones to figure it out. And even he had a tough first round match. So yeah, I think it's just a combination of everything, but I don't know if it's just the conditions this year. I really just think it's that in this turnaround, I think this slam out of all of them is the most prone to have upsets, just because of how quick the turnaround is from clays. Bill?
Coco, many feel one of your strengths is that even though you're still a young person, you really put things in perspective. I know you're just off court from a tough loss, but can you step back and just look at your European swing in general, put it in perspective, and what are your thoughts about that overall?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to be positive. I mean, after the match, I definitely was struggling in the locker room. I don't like losing, and yeah, I think for me the main thing, I'm sure my team and everyone's gonna tell me, like, you know, you did well at Roland Garros, don't like be so upset and things like that. But I don't really like losing, and I don't know. I just feel a little bit disappointed in how I showed up today. I feel like I could have been a little bit better, and those tough like tiebreaker moments, especially after Roland Garros, where I feel like I learned a lot in those tiebreakers. So yeah, I mean, obviously I'm not gonna dwell on this too long because I want to do well at US Open, and you know, maybe losing here first round, thanks, isn't the worst thing in the world because I have some time to like reset. But yeah, it's definitely sucks.
Avril? No? Good?
Thank you. Oh, okay.
We'll get Chris.
Thanks. Hard luck today, Coco. But
Thanks.
in terms of the nature of going from Roland Garros to Wimbledon, do you think that you now have like a new appreciation for some of the players that have managed to win both and turn it around so quickly?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've always, even before this, I've always had appreciation for people who win any Grand Slam. So yeah, it's definitely hard, and yeah, I mean, obviously if you can do this, you're great, but I would love to one day be able to accomplish that. But if not, I just want to do well at this tournament one of these years.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No.